Has Royal Caribbean taken a step backwards when it comes to creating their cruise ships? They've got 5 of the largest cruise ships on the water right now, and each one has held the title of the largest cruise ship on the seas.
My name is Stuart. This is Ship to Shore Cruise News. Let's get into it.
Royal, and there's many of you out there, then you know that the next cruise ship coming out is the Icon of the Seas. It's going to be a fabulous, glorious ship. It's going to be the first of the Icon class ships. It's going to be sailing the seas, and it's going to be the newest and latest and greatest ship that's going to capture the title of the largest cruise ship on the oceans. That's quite an accomplishment for Royal Caribbean, because right now, before that ship even comes out, they hold the 5 largest cruise ships on the seas as it is right now. They have the Oasis of the Seas, the Wonder of the Seas, the Allure of the Seas, the Symphony of the Seas, and the Wonder of the Seas. And all those have held the title of the largest cruise ship on the ocean or on the seas. And the Icon of the Seas, when it comes out, it's going to be the newest, largest of the cruise ships on the seas. That's a great accomplishment. Royal Caribbean has set a standard of always bringing out the newest and biggest and greatest cruise ships on the oceans. What happened with the Utopia of the Seas? Because that's coming out after the Icon of the Seas, and it will never hold the title of the largest cruise ships on the seas. Well, it turns out the Utopia of the Seas, it's still going to be a pretty big cruise ship. But it's going to be the last of the Oasis class cruise ships. The Icon ships are all going to be larger than any Oasis class cruise ship. The Utopia of this ship, well, it's not going to be a small ship. It's still an Oasis class ship, and it's going to have all the amenities that you expect to get on an Oasis class ship, such as the ultimate advanced slide, that slide that was 10, 12 stories tall. It's going to have zip lining. It's going to have the water shows. It's going to have, I don't know how many complimentary dining options. I don't know how many secondary pay-per-use dining options there's going to be. I don't know how many pools or hot tubs. Well, there's going to be lots of them all over the place. They're going to have the water slides on there as well. Nobody's announced it, but I bet you they'll have a flow rider on there. Seems like every one of their cruise ships has a flow rider. The Icon of the Seas is coming out. It's going to have one on board. It's still going to have Central Park. It's still going to have all those places that you expect to find on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. So don't worry when you hear it's never going to be the largest cruise ship in the world, and it will never hold that title. Just be happy to hear that it is another Oasis class cruise ship that's going to meet your expectations when it comes to being on Royal Caribbean. Well, it's still going to be pretty big because it's going to be 3 tons bigger than the Wonder of the Seas. So realistically, it's going to end up being second largest cruise ship of the ocean, but it will never be first. It's going to have over 2,000 crew members, and at double capacity, it's going to be able to hold about 5,600 and something passengers, just over 5,600 people at double capacity, which is full capacity. But we all know you can squeeze 3 or 4 people into those rooms, and if you get a suite or a special room on board, one of the townhouses, you can end up getting maybe 6 people into that room as well. And there's only 3 things left to say about cruising today, and that is, my name's Stuart, this is Ship to Shore Cruise News, and as always, get your cruise on.